this is very nasty and unpresentable. It should not be that way. That's not the first thing that people see as they're coming into this community should not be garbage on the side of the road coming out of the dump site. And then, now, when I spoke with Roscoe, he raised a very important point that residents of the community need to know better. They ought not to be throwing garbage at the entrance to the dump site. Now, I don't know that all of it is residents. I can't say that because we have a lot of people who are not residents of this community. They are visitors to the community. They may be looking for somewhere to dump their garbage, and they may dump it there. And then I don't like how Waterford dump site is, because when you ride in, it's a drop down. And so you're not inclined to want to go directly in the dump site itself, but you should go as much in and throw the garbage in. Don't do the side of the road. That's annoying to me. Very, very, very annoying. But on the other side of that coin, I feel like local government needs to do more. I feel like local government and environmental health need to collaborate to address this problem. It should not just be the community, because you can have people who can litter regardless of what you do. But there must be an effort, a collaborative effort between these two institutions, local government and the Department of Environmental Health, to resolve the issue of the garbage, to make sure that we have put a solution to this problem. I'm going to make a suggestion. They may not listen to me, but I'm going to make it anyway. And this is not just for rock sound dumps. This is not just this is not just for Waterford dump site, but for particularly, I'd say Waterford and also Palmetto Point, because they just have issues too. In South Andres, there was a gentleman by the name of Clarence Clark. And I know him very well. This is Julius' father, Vera's father. He was Olga Clark's husband. But Clarence Clark, I knew him because I worked in local government as well. We lived in the same settlement, but I also knew him because I was responsible for making sure that he always got his check every month, because Clarence was the guy who managed the dump site. So even though we had garbage collectors, and even though every now and then they would bring in a tractor to push the garbage site, Clarence was the person who was assigned to the garbage site. Not 24 hours, not 12 hours a day, not 8 hours. Clarence would go there for a half day, at least 3 times a week, just to check on the dump site, to make sure nothing was out of order. And if anything was out of order, if it was something he could not fix himself, he would contact the local government office, and local government would contact the relevant persons to ensure that the situation was resolved, so that the garbage site was not a nasty mess. And so what local government here needs to consider probably is engaging someone who is responsible to be at the site. Because what they did was they had a time frame set for when garbage persons could deliver garbage, residents, and so Clarence was there. But you always had somebody who would go there outside of that time frame.